You're alive. You're alive. Okay, so I made it home. Just walked home. Feeling sort of this motion blur. It's already in my throat chakra. I can feel that. Other than that, just feeling more talkative, more up. That's it. Now that could be a lowering of the frequency. Feeling up, you know? I haven't really made a video with my with my book, my spell book. I just want to open it up, get the energy flowing through it again. Couple notes. Almost done with school. Maybe like one semester left. Hopefully that goes well. Man, school is money, you know? Fuck. School is just money. You know, and I feel really sad about school. I do. I do not feel good about school. I'm going to school for horticulture. It's my major. So, plants, growing plants, figuring that out. But, yeah. I'm really not feeling school at all. Whoops, see, that has to be plugged in. Check this. There's a way for me to hook that there, and let me see. Just kind of want to showcase. Here, let's go like this. Showcase here. I already did a book or a video about my book, my spell book. So if I have anything really worth showing, I certainly will. So yeah, not feeling too much currently. Finished that whole 24-ounce thing, but it's going to be closely spaced doses. I'll probably, now that I'm home, I'll probably drink that other one. I just want to see what happens. I'm not going to rip any pages out of this, but I will show you some of the artwork. Everybody knows this one, yeah? Black sun on the bottom, the white sun on the top, and it just rotates around, and this is the meaning of the candy cane. As you can see, it's just like that. The red and the white is the semen and the menstrual blood. The sun is putting in the semen into the hole, and coming out of it is the menstrual blood, or the birth, which is the aurora borealis. And we've got other things, just sort of some dark drawings from the dark. But you guys can decipher it all, I'm sure. I know we've all learned that, the symbolism, and it's one of our first projects that we've ever conducted as the Blood Over Intent community. Sort of an infinite hell fractal pattern. Just wanted to show. Same thing over here. Same thing right here on the bottom page. The Jesus fish. The black sun, the green, the Taurus, the toroid, the green astral jet, the men's true all. Like I said before, if you have a girlfriend, try to go down on her during her time of the month. And you'll be absorbing all of that stem cell. Like this, the black sun in the center, the astral jet shooting out, flooding the dimensions. just like to look through every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Signed, Hollowification. These are quite old, ancient, to be exact, blood over intent. But I like to showcase them. Dry blood, man. Interesting. Dry blood in the book. Yeah? This is who's that? Demonic, it's called? Yeah. Daemonic. I intend to acquire massive power to protect the earth. Massive, right? Mass. I intend to acquire mass. That's all it's about. Body mass. To protect the earth. Body mass. To protect the earth. I intend to free the earth from deception. Why is it all conformed backwards? You know? Here's a brand of trail mix I've been buying. Aurora Natural, whatever. It's just nuts. No salt. Nothing added. To my protein, my fats. The favor of Mother Earth. And looking back upon these blood over intents, you kind of realize when you fall short. I'm not proud enough to deny my shortcomings, of course. By the way, this spirit effect is fully on right now. 30 minutes ago, I finished the can of the Foster's Lager. And it's on. I feel it. Spiritual illusion, the spirit, the illusion of the spirit living through this body. That's what I'm doing. I'm kind of switching between this spirit that was here prenatal and the spirit that I just consumed. The spirits follow the carbon records, right? The music records. They follow those. So why wouldn't they follow these drinks that we consume? If you listen to the record and the spirit is released, how is it not different when you drink a spirit? You know? Rather than listening to it, it's going through your ears or your mouth, your eyes, your nose. I think I have so much respect that I deny what I want. Like, for example, I have respect for women, yet I'm celibate and I don't go after women. Or any sexual partners, for that matter. I respect my sexual partners so much that I stay away from them entirely. And that's a deficiency on my part. If I could just benefit everyone so that we could be free, that could be it. The sun, the moon, the matrix code dripping down. The aurora borealis. The black sun beneath our feet. It's like this. It's like a disc, a CD, Trinity. You can even see it in the camera. The spirit is on me. Can't you tell? I can see it in the camera. You see these digital Oculus technology. It can show you what your eyes cannot show you. So I'm just kind of observing myself observing the shape of how the light bounces off. And I certainly feel the spirit upon me. And maybe you can see it in my eyes. My eyes have gotten darker, but let's see. Right here. Is that better? Ooh, that shows you can see my skin. So you can see my throat chakra is affected. I can feel that slurring of the speech. Have my eyes become dead? That motion blur is definitely on. I'm just kind of observing my eyes. Have they become dark? Has my skin become pale? Is it that I've cast a shadow upon myself for the next couple of days? Possibly. Possibly. It's right here. This is where I feel it right here. That moisture in my sinuses that I mentioned while I was outside is gone. Sort of like now it's stuffy. I feel stuffy. Let me turn that fan so it's blowing inside. Shit. It already is. It already is. Oh well. But I can't lose sight of who I really am to the spirit. That we cannot do. Okay, I see it in the camera now. I see it right here. See it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yep, there it is. Right under my eyebrows, right above my nose, it's sitting right there. And it's straight through like this. Just like that, it's sitting. The spirit. The foster spirit. Yep. That was 1 can, which was actually 2 servings, so that's 10% alcohol. Yeah, it's in my face now. I see it in my face. Here's my channel name. Soterios. That's actually my real name, Soterios. That's my real name. Sotiirios. Soterios. Backwards, it says, so I writ O's. Pagan rituals. A ritual is meant to be done once, right? Here I am smelling my own breath. Like when I do that, I'm smelling my own breath. Anyway, I intend to acquire the knowledge of the ages so that I may carry my intent to fruition. Reverse that. Soterios. And the dry blood is so nice looking. Becomes dark colored. Defender of man Alexander. That's also my name. My name is Alexander Soterios Lucaeus. It's my full name. 3 names. Alexandros. This one, Alexander, when people call you by your blood over intent name, whatever is written is amplified. So for this, Alexander is the blood over intent name. That's my first name. It says, I intend to exude boundless joy upon my brethren. Every day, for no reason, when I'm at work with my team, here on YouTube, or playing games with my friends, out, whatever, they always say, you're so happy. Why are you always smiling? And this blood over intent comes to my mind first. when they call me Alexander. The divinity has been stolen from us. It's a shared quality. And I intend to reclaim that. Here's some writing. I like to go back on my writing and take a look at what it says. Chromatin is a substance in cell nuclei containing the genes, and it readily absorbs coloring agent. As for observation, what that means is chromatin, the substance which contains, sorry, please excuse me, the chromatin, substance in cell nuclei containing the genes, readily absorbs coloring agent. Coloring agent being the sunlight or the moonlight or the astral light. Our cells react to the light. Even this artificial light that I'm under now is reacting. My cells are reacting to it. So the cells, the DNA itself, the genes themselves react to light. So what's the ultimate light? It's the sun, or the aurora borealis, or the black sun. Put your cells in front of that light. That's what you got to do, you know? Sorcerers are hermits because they have to wait it out for 360 days. They have to wait. Here's a little bit of gematria and blood over intent combined. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. 373. And as you can tell, it's Alexander comes to 3. Soterios comes to 7. Lucaeus comes to 3. So then that becomes 67, which then becomes 13, which then becomes 4. 4 is the number of the heart. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Root, sacrum, solar, heart. Either way you go, it's number 4. The heart is number 4 out of 7. There's 3 above the heart and 3 below the heart, making the heart number 4 in all cases. 373. 10 plus 3, 13. 6 plus 7 is 13. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Mind you, I have this spirit next to me as I'm recording this, or as this is live. And I feel a sadness on the spirit. It doesn't need anything. It doesn't need any more. Would I be disrespecting it if I were to take more? I don't think so. Atlas. Blood over intent under Atlas. Power acquisition, as I stated it in the video. Do I intend to vanquish the malevolent presence that keeps my brethren in bondage? That malevolent presence deserves existence in the same way that my brethren and I do. right? Is vanquish the same as destroy? If it keeps my brethren in bondage, is it within my rights to vanquish it? The presence, the malevolent presence? Or should it just be replaced with a benevolent presence that doesn't keep my brethren in bondage? Would that be proper? Is that what Atlas says? Vanquishing the malevolent presence? What are your guys' thoughts on that? If anyone's here. Part of my spirit base, and this coincides with the Jing, I suppose it's the void spirit base. Unable to interact with chi in the environment or through my body. But I can, though. I can interact with chi in the outside. Otherwise, how would my pineal gland be giving me the insight? You know, that split-second insight where the thought comes without consciousness. That sort of feeling that you get, you know? Is that the void spirit base? This sort of inhuman insight where your body just tells you? The void spirit base was described as an inability to interact with chi in the environment and the body. So someone who has the void spirit base is unable to cultivate chi, because there are three energies: Jing, Qi, and Shen. Jing being the energy of the body, within the body, pulled in by the body and pushed out by the body. Energy of the environment, or the sim itself is the Qi, which gives us energy when we walk barefoot, and the energy of the air and the water and everything around us is Qi. When you eat food, the Qi is in your body, then converted to Jing. And then Shen is this sort of social energy that we get from interacting with other entities, humans, animals, plants. So the void spirit base was described as the inability to interact with chi, the inability of the body to interact with chi. But those with the void spirit base observe the universe as if it's flat web, paper. Let's say you're here and someone else is here. With the void spirit base, you can read the other person from miles away. And that's a basic ability of the void spirit base, while it's actually an advanced technique of the chi. No matter what you are, is the point. You're an energetic being. You have the chi or not. If you have the Jing or not. Or The hermits don't have any Shen energy because they don't interact socially. The Qi, depends. You walk around every day cultivating Qi in your environment. It's cultivating Shen. Not orgasming is cultivating absorbing sunlight. Qi. With the blood over intense, you're able to it's almost what you want, right? Or desire, or if you put your blood on it, it becomes an oath rather than simply a task. It stopped right there at 27 even. So that's number 9. What was I saying? The atom is genetic material, raw genetic material. The Eve is synthetic material created from the primary raw genetic molecules. It's as if Adam was always here, and from Adam, Eve was created. Being the synthetic material. Video game. Where is it? Have it somewhere here. The video game see if there's there's no rule book. BioShock. So in this game, there are these slugs that have Adam, which is raw genetic material, basically stem cells. And they can harvest the stem cells from those deep sea creatures, these slugs. Okay. Eve, the synthetic genetic material that's injectable, which changes your genes. The feminine. I don't want to say the feminine because Eve is sort of like something else. But Eve is basically the of the raw material. So the moon is true. It came from the earth. That's true. I really feel now a slowing down. My train of thought is really, really slow. And I can kind of feel like a primal desire of spirit now. Interesting. Let's read from some papers here. The sun allows flesh, bones, the bless, intent, wishes, plans, Is the sun the conscious mind, while the black sun is the unconscious mind? And what's the moon then? Square wave, is that moonlight only that is a square wave? Sine wave, is that ray gamma color? Northern lights, is that a sine wave? Sunlight is warmth. Moonlight is cold. It's a 2D reality, right? Does the sunlight influence chromatin? Interesting question. Be aware of what you draw subconsciously. To take a pen, what would come out? For me, it's figure 8. A figure 8 often are S's, the letter S. Subconsciously, like my hand just wants to create an S or like a what else do I got here? So, oh, here's one that this is an old one. Intend to bring forth heaven on earth. Re-up of previous ones. I feel really, really slow. It hasn't really affected the Jing yet. It's more so just in my my solar plexus. I gotta sit in the proper, sit upright and stuff. Yeah, I really feel like a weight spirit. And I have another one too that I might go ahead and do. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon here. A skeleton. Celibacy, 100%. So the noun, operant conditioning, to operate training. Bell equals substance abuse, getting high. To good. All right. Keeps going in and out, but whatever. I don't know, somebody said there was a problem with comments. Whatever. T-lace. So, T-lay, what did you, or what has been said, or what saying, so that's T is telly, T-lay, T-E-L-E, T-lay. So that means what did you say, or what was said. So telephone, teleport, telecommunication. comes from Greek meaning what was said, which is kind of funny because we don't know what's said in the telepath. We don't know what's said in the air. We can't really decipher. I got a little bit of gematria here. When it rains, yeah, the sun stays on fire. Right, ritual. Behavior. Ultimately, this influences outcomes of events. How's that? Mm. Dark sign. It's Osiris, right? Osiris? Iris? It's Osiris. Horus. Oros. Hours, right? We count our hours. Count Chocula. Count, what's his name? Count Dracula. We count our hours. Dark sign is dark, S-I-N, dark sign, dark sin. Right? Uh, Change it up. What's this do? Bubble dance party. Okay. So yeah. Him. Right? There's a lot of good stuff right here. Jin, Jinn, Jinn. Entities in the outside. Ties. Ent. Prefix. Ent. Root word. My inner ties. Ent, meaning inner within. I, referring to the self. Ties, referring to my ties, my family and things. My inner entomology, the study of words. Ent, meaning inner. Yim, meaning words or speech. Entimology. Entim. Ent. Yim. Y-M. Ent. Yim. People used to say entomology is entom, the inner word speech study of. The inner word. Side is within. Am I a ghost? Moon equals trap. Return to start / box. Clears the board. Pac-Man. P-A-C-K. Pac-Man. Soul Eater. When you clear the board, there becomes a new board in Pac-Man game. Have a ancestor pride, right? The DNA is connected into your soul, right? Corporeal form plus your stand, form change plus ascension form in me, form change. So corporeal form is what you can see here for me. Standing behind me, that's my stand. Us coming together is form change. Resurrection, ascension form. The stand, so there's the body, corporeal form, plus the stand, which is the spirit stands behind you. It's facilitated by an object or a substance. So the word life defined is infinite cellular replication when necessary. Some of the cellular replication. If you are not replicating your cells, then you're not. Life means when your cells replicate. So, sort of a scapegoat is all these, rich people. They are just a scapegoat for the problems in this world. They've given themselves a form of cancer that will regenerate any part of the body infinitely. It doesn't create tumors. It only replicates when necessary. This is the cloning machines. The cloned bodies are cancerous property, replicate infinitely. We don't have that per se. Our mind energy is like our verse infinite cellular reproduction. Once you get Jing past no orgasming for 1 year, with your mind then you can access this cultivated energy to heal your cells. Just keeps going on and off. Stupid. I love how the phone is supposed to be the most tech that we have right now, and I'm happy that it isn't. So, of us, some of us, we're currently wearing the armor of Oros. It's invisible to cow. Only someone who isn't a coward can see your armor of Oros, meaning your aura. You're used like a shield when you put your mind to it. I don't use a shield. It's my ego and my pride. Coward, right? The word coward is Old French court, C-O-A-R-T, court. C-O-A, or co, in French is tail. Right? Turn tail and run. Coward, if you break it down in Old French, coart, means to turn your tail. A-R-D, art, coward, ard, one that carries on some action or possesses some, or coward, lard, as we could say, is denoting one that carries on some action with derogatory connotation. you cowherd, cowherd or coward, a pulpit or safe place. English Cuhyrde, coward, I guess, cowherd, coward, is like one who does cow-like things. Cow herd, a herd of cows. If you're a coward, you're in the herd, and that's this language code. Wow, man. It keeps going in and out. That's fine. Oh shit. Very up right now. I should carry on with this poor frequency. Never do it again. So there's a word, oppressor. Oppressor. To be the oppressor is oppressor. Right? If you look at this, there's an O button or a circle button. Oppressor. You're the oppressor. In those games that I shed blood upon, pressing O is the dodge, the roll or quick step or dodge, right? Damn, I'm pressing. The yawning, it's a need for oxygen plus my body's now in frequency. And I really feel it, you know? I really feel it. I really feel low. Vile blood. Vile blood, old blood, and vile blood is those who lose control to beasts in their self. To be consumed by the beast within is like vile blood. The old blood, right? Seek pale blood. Pale blood meaning reflective blood, pale white blood. Seek pale blood. Beast blood? What about old blood? Fear the old blood. The old blood was first, then vile blood, and then pale blood. Old blood is the great ones, the old great ones, the old spirits, the titan. Vile blood, those who have been corrupted by the old blood. The earth will give and give and give and give to you, no matter your or really your intention. The Crusades were enacted with the intention of murdering the name of the Lord. That's vile blood. a corruption of frequency in the solar frequency, vile blood. B. Me, a pale blood, right? Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt, to transcend the night. Pale blood is this newest blood. These only exist in this sim, this genetic when you first entered here, because you are your ancestors. You're conscious now, but if you pass away, you're going to be born again. And so the ancestors in the bloodline, but they're still connected to you. It's pale blood. And, we're taught that our blood is nothing and worthless because it's the most valuable sacred substance, pale blood. The vial used the way that we intend. That going. Dan. That like over here, and oops. There we go. That should be fine. People exercise in the morning because in mourning for the dead, the mourning period is when you can tear flesh. So, more exercise in the morning? Out of mourning? Okay, so a couple of Helios is so elite. God bless you is we shall die. Lucifer is her vessel. Soterios is so I reached us. Jake, holy door. I'm not sure about that Jake one, but no, the others are correct. Light, atoms, mob. Service, too good, but whatever. Measurable. Except atoms are 99.9% empty. 0.1% physical. We're only measuring 1/10 of what's actually there. Or we can only what's actually there. So let's go with that. Yes, we are light, but a molecule is atoms all connected. Okay, let's see. Holification speaks. Speaks. Alexander in 373 speaks. Noon speaks. No one has come this far, not for a very long while. Young Hollow, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your ilk and face the trial. Young Hollow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world or destroy it. But can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet, your journey is far from over. Half-grown Hollow, have you what it takes, truly? Young Hollow, seek after is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet. Maybe I could consume that other spirit before I recite the next portion of this. We'll let that one speak. Be back. I don't really want, but for the experiment, we will consume it. Currently, the first Fosters. I feel it. It's going low. To my. Oopsie. It's going to my sacrum. My sacroiliac joints. Kinda can feel it almost in my prostate. Sort of like a pressure in the lowest, in my like colon. I can feel it. I don't have sex, by the way. It's been 2.5 years or so. Oops. Is this thing not plugged in, or? Let me just want to see. Oh no, we're okay. There we go. It's hot. The phone is hot. Is Satan the old king? I can feel like, I haven't even opened this one. I can feel it already. I can feel it in my stomach. Ugh, guttural reaction. Maybe I should eat something. I don't like alcohol. I need protein. So my body's telling me. Is that I need protein. Nuts are good, but they're more fatty than protein. Mushrooms, on the other hand, less fatty, much more protein. Well, the experiment must go on. Therefore, we will now. This is the second 24 ounce. The last one. That's all I've got. The second 24 ounce that's going to react with my Jing energy after 7 days of no orgasm. This is going to be the catalyst for me never ever breaking this period of Jing. May it be 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, 150 days, 180 days, 360 days of Jing. Starting from this number 7 today. When I feel agitated, I want to pick up my boken. It's a wooden sword. When I feel agitated, I want to pick up my boken and swing it around. How to go without ever swinging our sword. That is why we swing our swords as though mad. How to go without ever drawing our blade. That is why we swing our swords as that. About that. Okay. The second F in the O going in. And there it is, the seal of the spirit broken. Mind you, these are lower spirits. Only 10% of the volume here is the spirit. Just an experiment. I don't like to drink. I do not. It's going to become part of my cultivated Jing, to where I never have to drink again. And I never have to drink again already after that first one. Just this second one here for good measure. But you should counteract it with some water. Drinking out of plastic, not that good. Hold on one sec. I've actually got this mug here. Solid copper. It's not lined with any other metal. It's simply copper. The first couple days that I started drinking out of this copper thing, it gave me a headache. And that's only because my body has such little copper that it consuming the small amount that leaches out of the cup when you have water in it, that small amount of copper produced a toxic event in my body where whatever parasite or bacteria thrives without copper, it that was basically its last. I don't know how this copper will react to that beer. A lot of liquid in my stomach right now. Red medicine. Increase your life points by 500. Anyway. Show you some cards. These ones, excuse me, they haven't had blood on them, but these are just some cards. Wants to check them out, decipher. Be my guest. I found out recently this card is banned because it's so good. Trade in. Some of the important ones. Dimension Slice. This one, Mystical Space Typhoon Space Typhoon. What about Junk Puppet? Huh? Y'all know that, yeah? Body in a Box. What about Inferno Reckless Summon? That's when you die and the moon catches you and you're reincarnated all at once. Dolls. Spirit, Gear Spring Spirit. Your machines are alive. That's what this card's telling you. Your machines are alive. Ceasefire. doesn't actually mean that. Foolish burial. I'm kind of stalling. We see this one everywhere with the one eye. Box spirit, you know? Dreary doll. How about this one? Children's card game. One Day of Peace? Anyway, that's the deck. What about the extra deck? With this guy, number 88. Leo, right? The sun. It has an time effect on the card. Check that out. The sun. Sort of with the dimensions. You know? Puppet of strings. Giant grinder. You can all leave me some descriptions of this in the comments. Here's, of course, the best one, dark strings. That's it. Actually, there's only 3. Shadow doll. Or puppets, actually. This one is puppets. There's another one that's shadow dolls. The shadow dolls attempt to be gods. You know, they attempt to be gods. Fear lately. I do my best to not deny the fear, to accept. You cannot deny the fear. Fear in our hearts from the beasts themselves. Here, look. See the box? Deck box. The circle inside the O, right here. Deck box. We could do the gematria of deck box. Gematria. I'm gonna write out DECKBOX. A, B, C, D, 4, E, 5, A, B, C, 3, K is 11, I believe, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, K is number 11, excuse me, B is 2, A, B, O is 15, right, A, B, C. Okay. So if we see it written, it's stuck over here. Can you see? It says deck box. Anyway, deck box comes to 4, 5, 3, 11, 2, 15. So if we start adding them together, 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 11 is 23, which is 5. Deck comes down to 5. Box is 2 plus 15 plus 24. So if we do 24 plus 15, that's 39, plus 2 is 41, which is 5. So 55, deck box comes down to 55, or 10. 55 is like the struggle, or the hustle, or something like that. Deck box comes down to that. 55. 55. So it's F the O, spirit. I'm consuming a spirit. I don't know. I feel weird. My eyes look different. My eyes have changed, possibly. I'm going at this one much less, much less intensely. Plus I have water too. So, I wanted to talk while I was under this influence of the spirit. I can't deny, what's going on. I can feel it now with my mind going to the sacrum. Starting to get this sort of sexual energy coming from the alcohol. And it's so pure, strong, illustrious. It just takes over your body. And I'm not afraid to consume a spirit on camera. Shout out to my place beside me. I know you are a consumer of spirits, and I know that's necessary for you specifically. Um, to others, it might seem that you're aloof and you just make random videos and about song lyrics. It might seem that way, but um, with the spirits that you're cultivating, you that just you. That's why it's happening. Cultivation of spirits through outside means like alcohol. It's valid, and it gives you strength, definitely, indefinitely. It turns your chakras to a lower volume only so that they may reach a higher volume later in time. Upon the consumption of the spirits, like me currently, you get this slowing of the chakra, the body energy. 2 to 7 days later from your body, and you're left with sort of a void space and use to fill in energy. So it's basically a tearing away of your body energy only so that it can be rebuilt stronger. It's like when you break a second time in that it broke. So consuming of the spirit, it's going to lower you in such a way something like this can never lower you again. Let's say I orgasm tomorrow, everything that I just did is lost. The food that I ate, the 2 drinks that I had, it's all lost. It's gone. And your body becomes without it. Ugh. I don't like it. I do not like it. What was I saying? The cultivation of the Jing stays with you. So let's say I went out and I ate a steak. I wouldn't have to another steak for 6 months if I don't, because man, I'm speaking as a masculine human with a penis able to ejaculate semen. That's how I'm speaking. I don't want to hear any of this, oh, misgendering. That's brainwash. As a masculine human who can ejaculate semen from his penis, that's how I'm speaking to you. If I were to ejaculate, the material, the semen, that is the culmination of the highest quality portions of what, or however long since I've come the last time. I didn't mean to say ejaculate. If I ate a steak yesterday and then I orgasm today, that steak, the highest quality protein, amino acids, all of that is in my semen. This is why Jing is so important for us. It's buffering or something. I don't have very good connection. It's very foresty where I currently live. I can feel, hold on. I feel it in my throat chakra. This is all to develop my stand. This spirit, with its own consciousness, is now my body. It's selfish to keep your body to yourself, I suppose. The time keeps going, but I don't know if the video is on right now. It's got this big circle in it. Kind of looks cool. So, that's why I'm drinking this alcohol today. Orgasmed in 7 to 8 days. And so this is going to stir up the Jing that I've cultivated. It's going to drive me close to the breaking point where I want to masturbate and orgasm, but I won't when I'm not under the influence. I'll remember how it felt to be close to orgasm, and I won't even go near it. And my body with Jing energy from not orgasming for the trek. You think you're not gonna be able, you're not gonna have to walk 1,000 to, 100 to 1,000 miles? You're mistaken. Satan will meet us 500 miles, whatever spot, but we're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to walk there together. The first wave of humans in the Exodus. Stop making yourself weaker by masturbating. Sex is the same as wasting Jing. But she's not getting pregnant, is she? So what's the point of releasing that Jing? Are you going to release all of your Jing in an orgasm into a condom? And then what? Throw away the condom? Not use a condom and there. But then that will create another human. You see, it's the Jing energy that creates when you have sex. Once the feminine human receives semen and it mixes with the egg cell, that one zygote has infinite Jing, infinite potential. Your semen cell, which is half of a normal cell, will combine with the egg cell, which is also half of a normal cell, makes a zygote first cell of a new human. Your semen and your eggs are genetically different. Semen that is being created cells. They're genetically different from your body. They aren't a clone of you. Your body literally splices its own DNA in of different combinations to create new human once combined together create a zygote, creating a genetically different off. Your own gametes, but that's pointless. As to consume your own gametes, aka orgasm, and comes out. That's pointless because the neurological trauma that comes from orgasm. They call orgasm little death. Why? Why is that? You have to die partly to create. Off every time it buffers and I have to reconnect. Does it kick you off the stream? And you have to like find it again. It's streaming for 99 minutes. In short, I'm doing my best to avoid the little death, the orgasm. It's not a death of the body, but it's a death of the neurological network that you've cultivated. Time you had a little death. 7 days ago, all right, I orgasmed. But it's been 7. And I'm not saying that I won't do it again. I'm just saying that I don't want to do it again. And is like a temptation factor for me that gets me to want to orgasm. And I'm as a form of training to resist orgasm. Yeah. It's pretty pointless unless you're having a baby. Have sex with your partner stronger. Damn. The live comments really matter. 101 minutes. So it's all about sex. When you eat food, you're just from the food. You're going to bed with it. Your relations with the food that you eat. It goes into your body and you borrow the energy from it. And then that energy borrowed for however long the period of time, 10 years, 15 years, your whole lifetime, it's borrowed energy and it just recycles itself through your body. So I'm having sex right now, currently with this Foster's fermented sugar molecule. Taking it in, and it reacts with being in a live body. And I feel it again in my face. Look up bleach mask or hollow mask or Ichigo mask. Look that up, and you'll see what the form of alcohol is like. Hmm. If I'm speaking different, it isn't me. It's the store every day, wines and spirits. I can't see my stand in a camera. Psychological manifestation of my bodily energy is my stand. It's governed by your mind. There are people who have Jing cultivated called. Can you manifest your stand? If you think you're not manifesting your stand because people around you can't see it, that might not be the case. Only another stand user can see your stand. Now, my stand currently is standing right behind me right now. The physical manifestation of psychological energy. That's what I meant to say. Your stand, physical manifestation of your psychological energy. What I mentioned earlier was Jing is governed by your mind. There are people who have Jing cultivated over 10 years. And with their mind, they imagine the Jing energy going through their feet as roots, anchoring them to the floor, and they cannot be pushed over. They'll have a person come to physically push their body, they can't be pushed over. And that's the Jing energy governed by the mind. Therefore, the of your psychological energy. Schizophrenic people, psychological disorders, they're so strong, yet they've been conditioned to avoid using their stand. You see, when people go crazy, physical carbon body with that insanity energy, if you could just filter it into another person's body, aka your stand, then you wouldn't be crazy. And you'd have power standing behind you. Your stand is a physical manifestation of your psychological energy, which has mass. Like to double your body mass. Mass equals weight times the force of gravity. Is your stand affected by gravity? A lot of people, when they act, I see it in my eyes. I see it. A lot of people, when they practice meditation and things like that, all of a sudden they seem to gain weight. They have the same fat percentage, the same muscle percentage, yet they've gained weight somehow. So it's a physical manifestation of your psychological energy, and that's called the stand. Focus on your stand. It's right behind you. If you think about it in a 2D, its nose is touching right here. That's where its nose is. And it's right here. And it's another person who stands directly behind you. But it's you. In a variety of ways, sure. It can access information. It can give you insight. It can deflect, let's say, maleficent frequencies. Is governed by the food you eat, what you drink, if you smoke weed, if you smoke cigarettes, all the substances govern your the quality of your stand. Meat makes your stand heavy, dense, iron-like, right? The stand is made of light. You would want light food, you know? And hey, meat, it's not bad. Sure, it sits in your intestines. It takes weeks for it to go through your intestines, and you need water to help facilitate this digestion of flesh. Let's see. Over this period of Jing, I've eaten some meat, not a lot at all. 10% of the rest of the food that I've been eating. Specifically, it was turkey. That meat called turkey, we're led to believe is from that animal called a turkey, that bird, right? I see it in my eyes now. My pupils are gone. Can't you see that? They have that, the light refracting off of it. See that? Let me just cover the paper so that... Yep. So I'm under the influence of this spirit that I've consumed. I'm looking right at the camera. You could see it in my face. I'm flushed. I have a lot of blood going to my face. So that's called a bleach mask. And I'll write that down so you can check it out. That's called a bleach mask. And it's like a stand, except it's in front of your face only. It's called a bleach mask. BLEACH mask. And when you search that, bleach mask, you're gonna get this cartoon show called Bleach. And now every movie, every game, every story has a truth within it. I'm gonna recite this thing about the hollow here once I'm good and facilitated with my spirit. Oh, I feel it in my heart. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay. All right. I'm urinating clear. It's clear when I urinate just now. It isn't yellow or any color. It's clear. So that's a good sign that the spirit is passing through me, affecting me. It's a good sign when you urinate clear. Let's say you drink a ton of water one day and you urinate clear. Water fairy, water nymph. Because as I said before, eating and drinking is the same as having sex. Borrow. Is this carnal? Does it look scary? We smile, right? But to another animal, let's say a dog, when a dog is feeling show its teeth to you, it bares its teeth. So when we smile, subconsciously, is that what's happening? So anyway, urinating clear, that's a sign that your kidneys are flooded with liquid. It's a good sign, so you're... When you urinate dark yellow and it's hot and you can smell it, there's not a lot within your blood. So peeing clear You can drink clear urine because it's mostly water. Peeing clear, a sign of flushing. You know, like a waterfall or a stream. Okay, so now I definitely, it's right here, right here. This is where the spirit, the alcohol spirit is affecting me. Right here in my vocal. I've lost a bit of the vocal confidence. Or actually, combining. Okay, now it's down here in my heart. It's almost like it's like I just want to push against the wall. That's almost how I feel right now. If I had like the, weights, like, that's almost how I feel right now, like lifting something. Maybe tensing the muscles. That's kind of how I feel. It's in my heart now. And it's not just right here in the front. It's back here too, the heart on both sides. And you see how my shoulders are forward? They're rolled forward. I've been doing these exercises to kind of roll my shoulders backwards to fix the neck. You don't want your neck like this. It's got to be somewhat straight up. But I've been doing these stretches and workouts to fix my posture, because the shoulders being rolled back is because of your hips being tilted the wrong way, either too far forward or far back. And as a man, it's better to have good posture, so that I'm pretty skinny. Like, I don't have any fat whatsoever. But as you can see, my shoulders are forward. So I'm trying to get them backwards. But in turn, that gives you the hips going this way, which isn't good. You need your butt to be backwards, but at the same time, it has to be tilted properly. So I have this kind of S shape. So what I want is these back and my butt backwards at the same time, and it gives you this straight line right here. That's what you want. There's no pressure in your right here, lumbar. There's no pressure there. Your arms are relaxed and back. And right here is tense in the front. And that's what you want for a man, for your body as a man. Pelvic tilt for a man, detrimental. It impairs our ability to lift with the legs. Even if you think you're lifting with the legs, if your pelvis is tilted the wrong way or back or too far forward, it's lifting with the back, and that's dangerous. I like to think that my employment, when I'm employed at a certain time, it's because I'm supposed to learn something from that job. So a few months ago, I worked at a supermarket in the dairy department. So all day, I would just lift up these crates of gallons of milk, these heavy-ass boxes, and that sort of taught me how to lift with the back. But at the same time, it made me notice that my posture was wrong. My posture wasn't correct for lifting heavy things. I only weigh 130, 120 or so. So I'm really small. And some of the packages were 90 pounds. These fucking pallets of milk put on, I don't know how many, 16 ounces are in 1 cup. So how many cups are in a gallon? There are 4 cups in a quart? Are there? No, that's not right. There's 8 cups in a quart. and then 4 quarts in a gallon. I think that's right. So that's 8 times 4. That's 24, right? 24 cups in a gallon? Did. But anyway. So anyway, that's posture. Even as a woman, sure, posture is very important. But as a masculine human, my body focuses its resources into muscular structure. And I have no choice in the matter because I have this testosterone that my body makes because I was a zygote, it differentiated that I was going to become male or masculine with this certain genitalia. So therefore, I have this certain hormone governs the nutrients in my body, so a lot of my nutrients are towards muscle mass. Just being a man without doing anything at all. I don't really work out too much. I just do the workouts for the posture and things like that. So, and as a woman, the estrogen changes the nutrient uptake to create different things rather than muscle mass. And, it's some fucking nuts shit. We live in some complicated simulation. Complicated. So these are basically clone bodies. And by clone, I don't mean created in some machine, some vat. I mean clone body as in this spirit within this body is the same spirit that was in 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 other bodies over the years. And I'm just jumping from generations to generations. When I die, as soon as I die, whoever's being born right then, it's not by chance. It's who I'm going to be next. Whether it's in the same race, family, genetic line, bloodline, whatever. In the Assassin's Creed games, that every main character, I know one is Altair, the other one is Ezio, Connor is one of them. All of those main characters are the same spirit in different bodies within different bloodlines. Sometimes it's shared between a father and a son, sure. But a lot of time it's the spirit jumping as the previous body. A similar carbon skeleton, a similar race, all that. Oftentimes it's like that. Now your soul energy is shared with your family, yes. Your grandmother and your mother and your father and your siblings all share the soul energy. And it could even be that one of your family, your soul is divided, or all of them. Your entire bloodline could be one soul divided among 12, 15 people, 15 bodies. It's possible. Especially here in this sim, where there are 144,000 living souls, but there's 1 billion bodies. So that 144,000 souls have to divide itself among the 1 billion bodies, although some of the bodies aren't able to accept a soul, and they live as a simulated being, like an animal. And that's fine too. Sure, maybe one of your family members is like that. But the point is, In the computer, there are only a certain number of living souls that there can be. There can't be less or more. But the sim itself can create infinite number of bodies. Carbon clones is what I'm trying to get at. You know, atomically, molecularly, you're the same as a bird, an insect. You're all carbon with the same organs, the same everything. It's just that the human, their awareness in their brain. But that doesn't mean they're not an animal. Just because an animal figures out that it can throw a rock to kill another animal to make it easier, that doesn't mean it isn't still an animal. The souls, the 144,000 souls, they are without a body. Because it doesn't matter which body or what body you're in, you're still one of the living souls. And to be without a living soul and just to be a clone, just to be a body, Clone Wars, right? Star Wars, the Clone Wars. To be without the soul and to be a clone is to be an animal operating on instinct, the background simulation programming. And that programming dictates reproduction, food, sleep, fighting, I would say. You know, because in the animal kingdom, it's a dominant male, a dominant masculine creature, and several females that the male reproduces with. Or the spot of the dominance, and that's the only way it can work for the animals. And so some of the people are like that. Programming, all they do is eat, sleep, have sex, fight, and uptake stimulus. That's it. There's no choice. They accept, go about life as like a dog would. Like a dog doesn't question that you are its master. And that's just the thing. To not be human, to lack what it is that makes you a human, this higher governing choice, free will, ability to simulation programming, that ability is the soul. To be without that is to be just an animal, part of the sim, part of hell. The ability to choose what to create, when, how, if to create, that's without hell. That is the soul. And so 144,000 souls are now split among the billion, however many, could be half of them. But one soul can be split among 10 different people. And the soul exists in 10 bodies at once. And it's not that it jumps between, it is them, 10 spots at once. Distance is an illusion. Time is an illusion. There's no such thing as place or space. You, watching this, are in the same spot as me making this. Currently. Your family living in that other country or that other town, they aren't away from you. They aren't actually there. They're here with you now. Because the world is like a two-dimensional paper. And sure, when you read the paper, okay, the head but it's an illusion. Because it can't not all be on one piece of paper. And that's how the world is like. I can be here in America, someone else can be in Europe, but that doesn't mean we're far away from each other. We're still in the same room, in the same space. In fact, they might occupy the same space that my body does, right here with me at the same time. And that's only because we're in this sort of matrix world. And I know a lot of people think, okay, Matrix simulation, it has to be evil. It's not. Doing nothing is evil? Doing no thing? Perhaps. I think I'm gonna close with Solidification Speaks, and I would like for you guys to like it to be like that. Now I'm experiencing the loss of the bodily inhibition. I feel really, really low right now. I don't think I'm going to drink ever again, really. It's pointless. It doesn't feel like anything. I can kind of jump in between having control and letting control go right now. I haven't had too much. These 4 beers, so it's not. That's where it is. Let me know if you can see something, or if you catch my stand, or, you know, if you observe something. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? What's that right there? Did I get itchy, or... They might all be just making fun of me. I talk about all the spirits, and they're standing behind me like, yo, this a retard or something. This guy doesn't know. You know, take a shit on your head or something. They might just be fucking laughing at me. Like, how stupid is that, human? I'm not gonna cut my hair ever again. Well, I say that now. But I don't ever want to cut my hair again. But for work, I'm a waiter. I keep my beard like this. I have a razor, but I don't like shaving. I don't like cutting my hair. Getting squished, they're gonna close, and the other one's gonna be behind it. I have 3 of my wisdom teeth still. I only had 3, I didn't have 4. The top one is perfect, it's about to come in. Just... The 2 bottoms aren't sideways, they're not impacted. They could all come in if I lose 3 other teeth, then my wisdom teeth could just come in. And another thing about the wisdom teeth, they evolved because when a tooth rots and it falls out, you need a replacement, don't you? I guess that's what it is. They say we used to have bigger mouths, but we used to not brush our teeth and they would rot naturally. And when they'd fall out, we have an extra an extra couple molars to grow back in. Could be. I don't know if I feel agitated. Do I look like it? Little gnats flying around. I don't know if I feel agitated. I definitely feel like the light is like I've been saying, it's like in my eyes. Haven't experienced the alcohol in a long time. Yep. Jing. Alcohol Jing experiment. It's alright. Long talk. I'm gonna close with reading this thing. Hold on a sec. Yep. Changes you. Changes you. Makes you do things you wouldn't normally do. You know? It's bugging. Seriously bugging. Oh. That around? That's cool. What's this thing do? Bubbles, dance party, dream, documentary, hey? What's haunt? Is that ooh scary. And then we got this one. Oh weird. Sepia? Dawn. Dance party. Nah. Nah, we just do normal. Like that. Not really having fun. With this, alcohol. Not really having fun. Not really liking it. I feel tired. I want to, like... It's kind of boring. Almost at 200 minutes. Kind of cool. I got about half of this left. So yeah, the point of this is to drink now so that I will never drink later. Yeah. Ugh. Let's see, is it the Shadow Dolls? Yeah, it is. Let's see one. Really cool one. Raigeki. Yeah, we all know this one, yeah? Raigeki. Astrojet shooting out. It's a spell. It's a spell. Raigeki. Rai meaning sun. Raigeki. What's this then? Sinister Shadow Games. It's just a game. Whatever. Get all that. So I definitely feel telling me to do that. Close my eyes. No. So let's see. This recitation is Holification speaks, Atlas speaks, Soterios speaks, Alexander speaks, Demonic speaks, 373 speaks. Source, yeah? I was gonna make this a whole video, reciting this, a separate video. I kind of feel like it now, though. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. 6 pages of reading. 6 pages of recitation. I don't know if I'm ready to recite it yet. Ooh, right here, right here. Some kind of like mask. You know? It's an illusion, anyway. The illusion. I'm running low now. Really running low. What if I should restart this live stream or keep it for 200 minutes? That could be cool. I don't know if I should finish this. You can tell my body is, it's in my blood now. Definitely. I don't want to do anything, though. It's not like I want to do anything. You know? Yeah, it's, when I focus on, I just thought of this. I started to feel like sexual towards the girl that I knew. Right. So this is kind of channeling me into the lower 3 chakras. From my heart to the lower chakras. It's not bad. It's pretty, honestly. It's beautiful, honestly. I've never had this level of control over everything, really. Now I don't like what I say. I just thought of that. I just thought to myself, I don't like what I'm saying. Maybe I should read something from the book. Let's see what we got. Helios. You could tell. Yep, I see that. Every time I try where I really want to be, it's already where I am. because I'm already there. "60 frames per second by X amount of seconds equals X amount of frame." Yellow. I wonder how long this'll take to upload if it's 2 hours. It's 120 minutes is 2 hours. I don't know if there's anyone watching because it just says 0. And I don't know if you can comment or not. You know, I don't even know if anyone's here or not. After 147 minutes and 42 seconds. I've been streaming since I was outside. So that was even another 60 minutes before this. 150 minutes. Because molecule is atoms connected. Holification speaks. Daimonic speaks. Soterios speaks. Alexander speaks. A, B, C, D, right? So A through Z is 1 through 26. Right here. Let's start with a simple English one rather than the Pythagorean one. Use this for your if you need to figure out the origin of words. You can use a number sequence to figure that out. It's like this: 1 through 26. Each number is assigned. Sorry, emulsion letter as a number. So for starters, write your name out. Get the gematria of your name. Mine is 373. That's my full Alexander Soterios Lucaeus. My full name, Alexander, being 3 broken down. Soterios being 7 broken down. Lucaeus being 3 broken down in Pythagorean gematria, like here that I'm showing you. Or you could leave it unconverted and keep it like this. And there's another one. This is Hebrew gematrias, this bottom one. It's a little bit different. They go up by 6. A, the letter A being number 6, B being number 12, C being 18, D 24, and so on, until you get to where is it? No, that's it. That's all it is. Just goes up by 6, which is the same as being number 1. Yeah, that's that. So I just wanted to do something else really quick because I just saw it here in my book. Here, we'll use this again. I'm going to give you an example. So it's the word Lucifer written. And when you use this, it's going to be L, J, K, L, which is 3. U, which is 3. C, which is 3. So right there, loose. L-U-C, loose is 333. I is 9. F is 6. E is 5. And R is 9. So when you use the gematria, Lucifer comes down to 333, 9659. Now, what does that mean? Well, 333 is 9 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 9. 18 plus, let's do 6 plus 5, that's 11, plus 9. Already we have something interesting. 18 plus 11 is 29 plus 9. That's going to give us 38, I believe. Or no, 37. Yeah, no, 38, 38. 38, which is 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 is the message from the inner. So here you have this basic gematria. And then, of course, you can keep it as maybe what I just did here is Pythagorean, where you break down the numbers. Ultimately, it becomes 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. Or you could keep it as the simple English, where it's, use this as a little cheat sheet here. We're going to do 12 for L. U is 21, so that's interesting. 12 and 21, LU. C is 3 always. I is 5 always. Or no, it's 9 always, I bet. F is 6 always. E is 5 always. And R is 18. So going from the simple English... Oops, what's happening here? Froze. It's my phone? What's good? I'm already at 18. Okay. Oh, man. What's happening? It's like going still, but what the fuck? Awesome. Ugh. Stupid. 12 plus lose, 33. 12, 11, 9, 6, 3, 2, 9, 9, 2, 9, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Yo, I don't know what's happening with this. Fucking frozen, bro. Come on with this.